Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Game Logic from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, one of the co-hosts of the Enough to Keep Going weekly video games podcast on the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. Back with another episode of my gaming diary. It is Gamedate 79962.5. And tonight we're going to be getting things a little bit sweaty, playing some Forza Horizon 6 on the Xbox Series X. So without much further ado, let's get to it. So I've been playing quite a few things this weekend. A little Resident Evil Requiem on PC. I also loaded WRC 9, World Rally Championship 9. One of the previous KT Racing titles on PC this weekend. So I've been really having a really good time with that in conjunction with playing this. Another racing game. Although,
welcome back, Hermes.
You know, on PC, WRC 9 is a little more sim racing than, than more of an arcadey racer like this one is. Well, apparently I earned a wheel spin. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I just meant to hit my wheel spin. So we're going to have to get back out of the house again. So I put my inline audio filter in place today. Should clean up the in-game audio just a tad. A lot of stuff in my Horizon. And I think tonight, in order to get some pace on getting stuff done, I am going to continue to not play stuff in the festival playlist. I'll probably do that off stream, so to speak. The next time I play the game without... Oh, 200k. Nice. Nice. All right. So, let's get the filter set right. Festival events, festival sites, seasonal... I don't mind doing seasonal events. I'm just not going to be, like, hunting... the festival events. We'll go ahead and click wristband events. Leave bonus boards and mascots turned on. Aftermarket cars, stories. Houses in a state. Okay, so I think we're at the Minka house, right? Seems to be where I usually start from. Okay, we're going to work mostly up north here. Nachi runs street racing. And I'm probably just going to... Well, no. I was about to tell myself I'm going to drive. Oh, mostly outside the cockpit, but playing WRC 9. Spent much more time driving in cockpit on that game. So I think I will continue that here. Probably not going to take a lot of time to change dress of my character tonight, or car horns.
Keeping the Horizon Festival buzzing. It's Horizon Pulse.
Oncoming traffic doesn't really leave you a lot of room to thread the needle when you're transiting. And it is always raining here. Like, even more so than it does in the UK. And I don't know if that's geographically accurate or not. Oh! That's the one thing I'm really not super crazy about, that the horn being on the R3 stick. It's almost impossible for me to push it for any length of time. Without it changing the view. Well, nope, that is not my destination.
Dropping that bass 24/7.
So it came in recently about how, in my opinion, wheel and pedal support is not that great in Forza Horizon games. I know that there are some diehard faithful who will argue with me tooth and nail, blood and steel on that topic. I think those are people who, with racing games, tend to only play Forza. They tend to only be on Xbox. So I know for me, I use two different wheel and pedal sets. I use the Thrustmaster TMX, which is an Xbox and PC compatible wheel and pedals, and I use the Thrustmaster, it's the TR300 RS Gran Turismo edition, which is a PC and PlayStation compatible wheel and pedals. I use both of those wheel and pedal sets on PC, and I play a few different racing games, including, you know, the Forza games, Assetto Corsa games, F1, Dirt, WRC, as I mentioned, Need for Speed, The Crew. I mean, lots of different racing games. And so, for me, and I don't leave my, you know, wheel and pedal set up on any one gaming station.
You've arrived at your destination.
You know, because I'm often at those stations, like, recording different stuff. So, I've not really fully understood this. It seems like we're doing recommended cars differently here. Like, clearly it's not listing every car in my garage, so, but it's not labeling them as recommended, so I assume they are recommended, I guess. I don't know. So for me, for wheel and pedals, I'm constantly, you know, going through a new setup, you know, 5 different PCs, 2 different wheel and pedals, a dozen or more different racing games. And so what's key for me is that I have a set of settings that, you know, I can lock in pretty quickly. And it seems like with the Forza games, it's never quick, you know. Ah, man, are you... Ah, jeez. Yeah, I did not pick a great car. 2015 Illuma Craft Class 10 race car. This thing is very, very squirrely. I don't know if it's the same as the Ariel, but the Ariel is super squirrely. And I think this is the same chassis. I mean, basically the same car. It is really difficult for me to manage in its oversteer. And that's the first key to that is me remembering that this thing oversteers like nobody's business. So I can't be full throttle going into the turn, even with trail braking. You just have to come off the throttle more than I normally would. But yeah, I mean, with all those other racing games, like it seems, you know, I have a set of settings and it's fairly quick to get it dialed in. But with the Forza games, it always takes like forever and a day. And then you still don't have it dialed in, and then you wind up spending multiple races with the front end of the cars like waggling all over the place. And the other part of that is, you know, to complement the game, is the fact that the controller support is so good, especially if you're using, I use the Elite Controller Series 2, and it plays like so incredibly well. It handles just as well as wheel and pedals. But this is the only racing game and only controller pairing, you know, that I say that about in general. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because the WRC games by KT Racing also control really well with a game controller, and on PC I use the 8-bit Do Ultimate Wireless Controller 2, and I've been having really good results. I've been playing Resident Evil 9 at that gaming station, so WRC has kind of been, because I hate playing Resident Evil like right before I go to bed. If you don't like watching a horror movie or TV show right before bed. Resident Evil is kind of like that for me. I don't like playing, an hour of Resident Evil Requiem and then trying to go straight to sleep. So I installed WRC 9 to kind of take the edge off before going to bed. And I will say it's probably the one other game franchise that I will say where the controller feels, just as good as I feel like wheel and pedals would feel. Well, no, I take that back. They don't feel as good. I mean, wheel and pedal support for the WRC games is pretty amazing, much like it is for the dirt games. But it is totally acceptable and passable on controller. Whereas something like Assetto Corsa, and quite frankly, even Formula One, just, the F1 franchise just does not really feel particularly good on controller. Formula One, especially with... that's a championship that have I already done that one? Dirt Racing Trail Mix, Dirt Race Progress, Restriction B600... It doesn't say that I've completed that before. But it's interesting that it didn't drop the pins. Three days, 12 hours. It doesn't say how many events it is. Maybe it's a single event. So now I am playing in performance mode at 4K. So supposedly this is 4K 60, which the Elgato 60 X, which is the capture card that I'm using, supports. And I've actually been finding that performance mode for Forza Horizon 6 seems definitely the preferred way to play. So probably even after I get done this series of long plays with voiceover, I will be playing it I'll be playing it in performance mode. Nope. Well, that's amazing that I didn't hit that guy. That's an instance where I'll accept sideswiping the guardrail rather than the head-on collision that was looking like.
Oh, Yuji mentioned a rally enthusiast had clocked a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo near here. Check out the photo.
Now, much like Forza Horizon 5, Forza Horizon 5 is where I kind of fell off the chasing barn finds. It's just like, it just takes so much time in comparison to what I really love about the game, which is playing the racing events. I am trying to pay a little more attention to road discovery this time out. But barn finds and treasure finds are still not doing that unless it's a seasonal festival event.
You've arrived at your destination.
Now it says this is a championship. Okay, it's 3 events. Okay, here we go. So it drops the pins after you go to the first event. Oh, great. That's the only car I have available. Okay, so this is going to necessitate me going by the house and getting this thing properly dressed and upgraded for the additional 53 points. And I'm choked. Okay, so I didn't win the last race, so I'm going to continue to drive outside the cockpit. Usually my paradigm is if I win a race, then I go in cockpit. If I don't win the race, then I stay outside. Now these Subarus are absolutely they're definitely my favorite dirt cars in the game. In this game, I mean, probably in the whole Horizon franchise. Look at this. Look at that move. Look at that. Get kicked. Wasn't I just saying that these were my favorite cars in the they're probably, like I said, they're probably my favorite cars in the whole franchise. Like every time I play a Horizon game, I love driving the Subus. They're just so perfectly suited to my come on, to my driving style. It is just entirely second nature when I'm in these cars. Yeah, it cracks me up what it considers ultimate clean racing. Pretty sure I get some nose to tailpipe there. Hey, this is some gorgeous scenery here. Quite honestly, I haven't been like as crazy about some of the backdrops in some of the racing courses, particularly in the cross country, the dirt racing courses, as I was in Mexico. And quite honestly, I just haven't seen anything yet. And admittedly, I probably haven't played enough of the campaign. Like, in particular, I haven't raced the Gundam robot yet. But to me, there's been nothing like that mission in Forza Horizon 5 where you are like racing around the lip of the volcano. Yeah, when I talk about the Subarus, like, my racing tendency in games tends to be doing a ton of trail braking and doing a ton of counter steer, and the Subarus are just like perfectly suited to that racing style.
Horizon Block. Yo, what's her name? Whatever, people call me queen.
I finally beat my boy K-Med in Regions Discovered. Dude is always ahead of me in Forza Horizon games. And actually, I think I've earned my blue band, so I think I can go race the Gundam. I just haven't done it yet.
Hey, I recognize that waterfall. There's definitely a temple nearby. Be on the lookout.
Okay, so one of the things I gotta do is head to the house. Now, there was a house up here. Oh, there it is. 635K. I can actually afford to buy that now. Or, where am I? Oh, all the way up here. Or I can go to the Yoshiki house. That is a tough call. I actually think this is closer. Was that distance 3.7 miles?
Bring in the noise. Here on Horizon XS.
Oh! Jeez, DBQ's knocked out 53 mascots. Killing it.
Fancy Alancia? Check the photo. It's around here somewhere.
The driver cars in this game are crazy, so it's very interesting. It looks like this northern region is particularly, I won't say super better looking, but very beautiful in comparison to the areas around Tokyo City. Hooligans. Yeah, drivatars with racing drivatars with traffic around them are incredibly dangerous because they are not driving. All right, whoa.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Where's that bonus board? Oh, jeez. No, we're not getting that one. Oh, nice. These ice walls. Crazy.
400 yards. Turn left.
Go. I carried that drift a little too far. DBQ tracking a little ahead of me. Ah!
Turn
Arrived
it
at
right
your
up to
destination.
11.
Now, this is a special place. A little remote, scenery for days. You're gonna love it.
Okay, and that will give me, well, looks like 217K left over. Yeah, and I'm just not spending any time with the
Welcome back,
metagame.
Hermes.
With the metagame of like dealing with like garage slots and car showcase placement and, you know, tripping out the estate and all that kind of stuff. I just figure that will take a lot of time. So not making that investment. At least not right away. And I'm just, like I said, I'm probably just hitting the right at the 20-hour mark, maybe a tad over. And theoretically, I'll be playing this game for quite some time, so I'm not too worried about digging into all of the ins and outs right here at the outset. I like that, but not as much. That's pretty dope. I tend to do like typically kind of bright color scheme designs, but we'll go ahead and go with the black this time. All right, let's try and find that one extra point that I need to max the car out. Nope. Not side skirts. Oh. Went one more place than I wanted to. Nope, none of that. Nope. Nah. Typically, the roll cage will get it, but no, that's not doing it. Yep, there we go. I have a little less money than I thought I would. Did not do the math correctly on that. Okay, very cool. Let's go ahead and get out of here and get on to the other two events.
Okay, it's a 74 Stratos, that classic red. Somewhere around the ski resort. Is that the snow corridor?
Okay, we can go ahead and hit this event.
Turn around when it is
It's only 2.6 miles away, so it's closer than the house was when I had to come over here.
Today from Hospital Records Radio, I want you to stop whatever event you're in, step out of the festival tent just for a second.
What? Step out of the festival tent? Dinah, where are you going with this?
Okay. Then I want you to check out this photo clue on the festival playlist and go find a car for me. It's out there somewhere.
Ah, treasure cars. All right, mate, I'll allow it.
Okay, well, at least it wasn't a skill song.
400 yards. Turn right.
That's what I was afraid he was getting. All warmed up too.
Turn right.
What is that? What's going on over there? Yeah, I really like this northern region.
400 yards. Turn left.
No!
Turn left.
Drivatars are dangerous, lethal. It's interesting, you can see all the cutbacks and stuff over on the other part of the mountain when you were looking over there. Head on as I came over that crest. Now this is very similar to
400 yards. Turn sharp left.
a lot of the mountain trails and stuff in Mexico in Forza Horizon 5.
Turn sharp left.
It's a little sharper than I was anticipating. Nope, here's the event right here.
You have arrived at your destination.
And we will just continue driving this ride. It's for getting these seasonal events that there's no like setup screen. It just goes straight into the event. If you're not paying attention, it will definitely start the event. Oh, Bowie knife 99. Three little mice all in a row. About to get ganked. Okay. Like that move. all into my backside there. Now up here in these switchbacks. Oh! Took on a bit of a risk there to outside in him. Oh, got buoy! Played it a little too loose there, buoy. Got juked. Did I mention how much I love the Subarus? Man, Bowie's not losing. He's not losing any ground though. He is on a full charge trying to make up that time. Nice. Made some time up there on second place. A lot of time now. I've really broken out the gap on these guys. Crazy jump. Okay, this is probably the most technical course that I've encountered in the game to this point. Really having to hit these marks very precisely in order to maintain speed going down this hill. Whew. I'll be very glad to be bringing this one in home. That course was insane. Okay, playground. I did not recognize your game. I will say I've felt that the courses so far through the game have been very ho-hum, but that one was on point. All right, let's go find this last event. I do not have 25 skill points to spend on that upgrade. Here we go.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
外山地域で家を買ったって聞いてすごく嬉しいんだけど、ちょっと警告よ。
New car meet.
And I'm Atticus. And you're listening to Sub Pop Records Radio.
Four miles away for this event. Oh. All right, caught it. I was like, oh, you were you were headed down that mountainside, bro. To be quite honest, hopefully the next event is not as insane as that last one was. Oh. I do not do the best job recognizing the mascots when I pass them.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left.
All right, catching up to you, DBQ. He's 23 road discoveries ahead of me.
In 400
I don't know if I'll ever catch up.
Turn sharp right.
Slow-mo did
Sharp
a
right.
much better job of road discovery than I did too on Forza Horizon 5. I noticed his stats were always ahead of mine. I think K-Med was ahead of me earlier this weekend, or tail end of last week, and I think I caught him. Of course, that could always be just temporary, but I know in one night in a long session, he was ahead of me, and I caught him during that session. Like I said, that could very much be temporary, in case,
400
somebody could always
turn left.
put in a long session after you, or
Turn left.
do a lot of events that take them through a lot of road discovery. So you never know if those leads are tentative and temporary. Yeah, I gotta say, man, the scenery up here looks way more graphically impressive than Tokyo did. All right, closing in on the event here in about 300 yards.
You've arrived at your destination.
All right, so I know I won the first two races, but the cars in this game look really good, and sometimes it's a it's a shame to be driving in the cockpit all the time and never seeing your car. Nice pass. I like that. All right, we're on the dirt. Lots of switchbacks on this one. At least right here at the outset, they are also very high-speed switchbacks. And it's an uphill climb, so I don't know. These cars seem to be tuned and upgraded to where the uphill climb they are much better at than I am. Okay, gain a position there. Switching to downhill now. I was hoping to make that a lot cleaner, but no. It was just as bad that I went through that tree. I expected to hit that tree and come to a dead stop. Because I was expecting that, I kind of didn't do as much to control the car there right before the collision. Because I probably could have driven a little better exiting. Now I've only got 21% of track left to catch Bowie Knife here and get ahead of him and stay ahead of him, which is a little more challenging. I overtook him a lot earlier in the race last time. Oh. Yeah, well, I think this is all she wrote. Swing! And that puts that festival championship to bed. And I know Denzafly in the YouTube comments mentioned that he felt he got through the main part of the campaign a lot quicker this time. I don't know how you really quantify, like, you know, finishing the game, so to speak, but I will say progression-wise, so I'm at level 60 now. I'm about halfway through the levels that I typically hit playing, 70 to 80 hours of a Forza Horizon game. So usually I will be about, like level, in the 100 teens, 120, 130. And I'm about halfway through that, but I've only put in like a quarter of the time. So progression is a lot quicker this time. I don't know why. All right, so we will do this festival championship next. Three miles away.
Coming to you live on
400
Sub Pop
yards.
Records Radio.
Turn left.
And I will probably not finish this championship tonight.
Turn left.
I probably only want to play about 10 more minutes.
You do the driving.
My controller hand is
Horizon Wave will handle the beats.
definitely gotten a workout today playing WRC9. I mean,
Listeners, when you sit down with me at a Japanese restaurant, do not give me access to the computer ordering thing. Sit me at the far end of the table.
because it's a sim
I will
racer,
order
I mean,
controls
you
with
can
edamame
see,
while you make small talk.
well, I don't know if you
Good
could
luck
tell,
with
but,
driver searching for
I'm
all the edamame mascots in the Mina region. I guess
spending a lot of time jockeying the brakes and throttle in these rally type events, which I've played a lot of here in tonight's session. So just imagine doing that in a sim racer where the kind of constant micro adjustments are even more frequent. And those 8-bit Do Ultimate Wireless 2 controllers are probably wired just as tightly as the Series 2 Elite controller. So, you know, very...
Turn right.
Oh. You know, very tensile strings in the triggers, springs in the triggers. Oh, thank you. Oh, no, don't start a time attack mode. I didn't want to do a time attack. There's a car there that obviously I can't stop to take a look at. I mean, I guess I could, because as soon as you stop the car,
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
I should say as soon as. It doesn't happen as quick as I, but it will fail you out of the time attack. Which is kind of cool. Because I wish they would do that for those other events that they kind of start up just because you're passing.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Trying to figure out where the heck this event start is. Oh, there it is.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. You've arrived at your destination.
Okay, 3 events. I did not see... I didn't see what the car restriction... So that's the event information. It doesn't tell you what the car restriction is. I assume it's D400, but I don't know that with absolute certainty. Let me look it up in the festival playlist. Oh, this is apparently an event that I've already done. Okay, that's weird. Did I use an R-Class car before? So does it just not have any vehicle restriction? No, this is a 3-event thing, so it's not the same thing that I've played before. Okay. I'm going to assume it's a D400 cap. So this is 2 laps. This car apparently doesn't have the best acceleration. I think I have a much better top end speed, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to really bring that to bear. Nope, get off. Now the thing that I played before, which I think was in Festival Week 1, and I think we're in Festival Week 2 now, so I think this is a different event, even though because I was pretty sure that, the old Sony circuit was a time trial? I thought, no, it was a race. But I thought it was just that thing was just a singular event. And it was with little mini cars like this, but I don't know, man. Two laps to go. I'm in position 3. It looks like I don't have Bowie knife in this round. So I think this field got off to a much better start than I did, but I think the difference here is I've got way more horsepower, which is paying off uphill. Even though they may have had more torque getting off the line. Okay, I think I have time to do one more event in this long play before I call it a night. And despite the fact that I really...
When it is safe to do so.
Oh, what is going on here? Oh, it logged me into that time attack. Yeah, that's really not one of my things that I'm not super happy about. I kind of wish all those events, like the time... I mean, they've added the time attack to it. It used to just be events that would auto trigger would be the speed trap events and the drift events, which I think they call something else. I don't know what they... I mean, they're the skill attack songs, but... There are waypoint to waypoint events that are kind of the equivalent of a skill attack song, but they're like between 2 points. But those things auto start just when you cross the starting line out of them, and I've never been a fan of those. Because typically they come out when I have a waypoint set for somewhere else, and so when you hit them, the waypoint, the place where you're actually driving through that waypoint disappears. The waypoint becomes the end of the goofy event that auto start, and I'm just like, look, man, if I want to participate in an event, I'll tell you. Like, don't don't auto jam me into an event just because I pass a geofence point, you know? Because in an instance like this, where I'm trying to wrap up for the night, like I don't want to be bothered. So... yeah, and I think I'm not going internal on this thing either, because I hate this, yeah. This car, you have like 0 visibility. If you go fully,
400 yards. Turn left.
fully into the cockpit view.
Turn left. In 100 yards, turn right. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
This is Horizon Pulse, and a massive shout out to the driver who's on a bit of a win streak in the Dirt Race series. I guess right now that means you are locked in, focused, at one with your car, taming the muddy surfaces. Yes, I'm not really sure upbeat pop. I'm not sure upbeat pop music fits with that vibe, but if you're listening, anyway, enjoy the juxtaposition and just keep winning, basically. Do what you're already doing.
Woo!
400 yards. Turn left.
I did not think that was going to work out. I assumed that I was going to wind up hitting somebody, either oncoming traffic or traffic that I was passing.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
All right, since this is one of the cars in this class in particular, let's just go ahead and pick that up. I'll purchase an aftermarket car. Okay. So we got a nighttime event, 3 laps. Should be plenty of time for me to be overtaken off the line and then and then work to catch back up. Okay, so I have to take accountability for my own hypocrisy for constantly complaining about the fact that the AI does that exact type of hit right in your door panel and has been for the last 10 years. And of course, there's me doing it again, doing it myself. All right, I'm in position 9. I'm already on lap 2, though. Oh, no! Nose got away from me there. I actually don't know now if I'm going to catch the field. So I caught one problem. This the way this car steers, I've been lulled into complacency about counter steering to try and catch the nose from going around on me. Jeez. Yeah, I may be taking the big L on this one. In fact, I am. What am I finishing, like 8th? 5th. Alright, that's not horrible. See what it does to the championship. Puts me in 2nd in the championship. Alright, since we only have one more event, and these events are really short, I am going to go ahead and push to do this last event and wrap this up. And since the event looks to not be that far away, 3.2 miles.
Sending this one out to all the Horizon
Of course, I can
drivers
just
across Japan. This next Pulse tune is a skill song. To our new local friends, things might get
I hate
just
skill
a little
songs.
silly for a few minutes. Stay tuned.
All right, I've made a little progress catching up to DBQ on his road discovery. Ooh. Whew. That was almost treacherous because I didn't start my turn in. Started my turn in a little late on that corner.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
There's Bowie knife. Man, it just bleeds this car bleeds all of its energy on the corner.
There are rumblings of an abandoned legendary Porsche 959 collecting dust around here. Sent you the photo. Check it out. Looks like it's in a town.
I don't care, May. A little bit more than half a mile to go.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, 3 laps. caught the car, almost had a fishtail situation there. Yeah, the thing this car does not do is it does not carry its speed to the turn. Like, Good call to outside in him there and slip around a lot of that traffic. We're up into 5th. Still on the first lap. It's a good thing. Up in the 4th, still in the first lap. Okay, we're on to lap 2. Nice smooth. There we go. That should hopefully almost put this race away. Yeah, I will say a large part of the problem on these races is just getting through the traffic. Once I'm through the traffic, I'm able to. So I don't think the problem has been my pace. It's just been not having enough room to really put that pace to use. Because I'm constantly being checked and held up by somebody. All right, and if I do come in first, hopefully that will be enough to put me back in the lead for the championship. I think I was... Can't remember how far behind I was. I know I was in 2nd in championship points. I don't think I was that many points behind. And that being said, this is there's lots of places here where in the wet you could just lose the car and it could go around on you. And this car has definitely been squirrely and not as sure-footed as obviously the Subaru that I was just driving, so it's been a little rough adjusting to it. There we go. All right, everybody. Well, thanks so much for anybody who happens to swing by and see the VOD of this long play. If you do swing by, please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can just receive a notification whenever I post new content. Not sure what's going to be going up next. Probably the other recording setup that I have right now is on the PlayStation 5, so probably some 007 First Light or some more NBA 2K26. I'm not sure which. But until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, play the games that you like, come here to talk to me about the games that you love. Once again, my name has been Game Logic from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, one of the co-hosts of the Enough to Keep Going weekly video games podcast on the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. Until next time, good night, good luck, and good gaming. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.